Benjamin Franklin was not just a statesman and inventor. He was a lifelong student of human nature. In his writings, he left behind a treasure of practical wisdom. Even though these words were penned more than 2 centuries ago, they sound as fresh as if they were written for us today. In this talk, we will walk through his most powerful principles, see why he said them, and how they can guide our own lives. Franklin warned that we should avoid buying what we do not need, or we may end up selling what is essential. This is more than advice on shopping. It is a philosophy of life. Many of us work hard but feel constantly short of money because we confuse wants with needs. If we can train ourselves to distinguish between the two, we protect our freedom and our peace of mind. Small leaks, Franklin added, can sink even a large ship. We must watch our minor expenses, because a daily coffee, a needless subscription, or an impulse purchase seems harmless, but over time these leaks drown even a good salary. It is better, he said, to go to bed hungry than wake up in debt. He also wrote that if a person fills his mind with wisdom, no one can rob him. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. You can lose money, but learning can never be stolen. If you want to know the true value of money, try borrowing it. The experience of asking for a loan teaches humility and shows how carefully others guard their wealth. Franklin's advice went far beyond finances. He urged people to love their enemies, for they reveal our weaknesses. It is easy to like those who praise us. It is harder, and far more useful, to listen to those who criticize us, because they show us the blind spots we would rather ignore. Patience, he believed, was the foundation of achievement. With patience one can achieve almost anything. Laziness, on the other hand, moves so slowly that poverty soon overtakes it. He also gave practical family wisdom. He urged parents to teach their children self-control, promising that this will remove sorrow from their future and crime from society. Allow them to experience a little hunger and cold, so they grow strong and resilient. Before marriage, keep your eyes wide open. Afterwards, keep them half closed. Work as though you will live 1,000 years. Play as though you may die tomorrow. Franklin was also a defender of liberty. He wrote that those who give up essential freedom to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither freedom nor safety. He believed every citizen's first duty is to question those in power. True patriotism is not blind loyalty, but active engagement. Courage lies not in shouting, but in holding leaders accountable and living by our principles. He even joked that 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead, a sharp reminder of how rare true secrecy is and how important transparency can be. His writings on time are unforgettable. Do you love life? Then do not waste time, for time is what life is made of. 1 today is worth more than 2 tomorrows. Never put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Work hard, but remember to smile. A smile can add 10 years to your life. At 20, willpower dominates. At 30, wisdom begins to shape our choices. At 40, we develop decisiveness. These stages remind us that life has seasons, and each has its strengths. Leap at opportunities as quickly as you jump to conclusions. Haste makes waste, but hesitation can mean losing your chance. Franklin saw happiness as a state of mind. Contentment makes the poor rich, and discontent makes the rich poor. Heaven without people has no meaning. We find love not somewhere outside but within each other. No mountain is so high that it can block the sun, a reminder that obstacles cannot dim true light. He urged people to be courteous to all, sociable with many, intimate with few, true to one, and enemy to none. Be slow in choosing friends and slower still in changing them. Treat colleagues like brothers but work with them as if they were strangers, respectful, but not dependent. He reminded us that what begins in anger ends in shame. The best answer is the one given without anger. Silence, he said, brings peace. Pride is a weed that grows mostly on waste ground. The most miserable person is the one who harbors envy. The wisest person is not the one who never errs, but the one who can forgive. Franklin loved humor as well as seriousness. He wrote that if printers published only what offended no one, very little would ever be printed. Wine, he joked, is constant proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. Yet he warned not to entrust your money to someone who enjoys counting other people's money. Guesswork is cheap, but a wrong guess can be expensive. In a book full of words, mistakes are inevitable, just as a closed mind is like a closed book, nothing more than a block of wood. Experience, he said, is the comb nature gives us when we've lost our hair. He who cannot endure small difficulties will never achieve great things. Every wish cannot be fulfilled. The wind blows as it pleases, not as the ship wills. It is better to improve what you have than wait for what you don't. He who digs a pit for his brother will fall into it himself. Kindness is true wealth. Heaven without people has no meaning. Lovers are not found elsewhere. They are within each other. Even the tallest mountain cannot block the sun. A wise person turns big problems into small ones and small ones into none. There are only two kinds of perfect people, those who are dead and those not yet born. You recognize a true friend in times of trouble. These principles are more than just old sayings. They are guideposts for a meaningful life. They teach us that wealth without wisdom is fragile, freedom without responsibility is hollow, and happiness without gratitude is impossible. By applying Franklin's lessons on money, time, character, and community, we can live with greater integrity and purpose. Which of these timeless ideas speaks to you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe. Together, let us bring Franklin's wisdom into our everyday lives.